Hey, it's been a while since I've made a video regarding my towers. So, I am making another one, except this time it's on my finished products. So, I didn't construct this place too long ago, but it mainly features my finished towers, especially ones that are headed for ATOS, and one of them are actually confirmed. So that's wonderful. Hot leg. But yeah, so I wanted to show what I managed to finish. So we have around 7 towers here, ranging from intense to catastrophic. And some are decently old, some are new, but I am going to show you all of them. So first off, Tojo. So yeah, the first of my towers, basically, at least I'd say so. I have made a few videos regarding Tojo, especially the Tojo collection, which was done all the way back in August 2020, I think? Let me check. Oh, is it? That was almost a year ago. Alright, whatever. But anyways, I started this around mid-2021 and finished around early 2022. And, I did do quite a lot of work on it, so let's get started. I don't know why no clip's in the wrong spot, but I honestly really like the design of this tower. It's just so intricate and nice. And this tower does manage to be a lot better than the classic while representing Tojo in many ways, and Poplex here. And I am horrible, obvious. But I did also try to make this relatively short because I found out that the main problem with my towers back then was that I tried to force length too much, but after seeing things like a bunch of short towers that I really enjoyed playing through, I decided to give making short towers a try, and with that, the raw length of this is 6 minutes. I have gotten 6 minutes and 35 seconds on this before, and ATOS. You can actually see on the speedrun leaderboard that my time is on there, and in tower wins, but it's a lot better compared to the classic, which was 22 minutes long. Literally, I am not even kidding. That tower was long as shit. And I am so glad I didn't make this tower excruciatingly long as compared to the classic. But for the gameplay for this, I really like it still. Its variety is very nice with... I am fucking horrible. But the variety is very nice, along with the design and the mechanics I was able to pull off with such basic client objects. The contraptions in this tower are just really good. Anyways, we're already on 3, and with old Tojo, we probably would have been at the start of 2. But as you can see, it has the same general layout as the classic. So all the floors start in their same locations as the classic. I don't think anyone has really come to realize that, but it's one of the nicest details I could put in the tower. And they don't end in the same spots, but I think starting in the same spot is honestly close enough. But there's also various references gameplay-wise, such as the second half of this being no jump and having to get 2 buttons at the start of 3. But I think those are nice references. I did try to put a lot of thought into this tower. And I think it worked out well, because I still love this tower, and I think I always will, just because of the experience I've had building it and working on it. Just all the things it went through. Now this did pass in JTO, but what I did was remove all my shit from the whitelist and I think it's been like that for a few months now because I just found out that the community, specifically JToast, just doesn't like my shit, so I think it'd be better off if the community doesn't have my towers, because it seems like that's what they want. Anyways, as you can see, this floor's main mechanic is teleporters, which is nice. It's nice to have a simple but fun gimmick. The fuck is that? God damn. My sister rivals me in how loud I am. Holy shit. But anyways, yeah, we're on 5, and it's been a very short amount of time, so nice one. Now this floor, when I finished this was like around November, I think, where I built a floor per day, and a bunch of JToast people started playing this. I joined in, and they started criticizing it. I won't mention their names for the best of it, because I don't want anyone going out at them and attacking them, but it really had me demotivated to work on this, so eventually though, after a few months, like literally just 3 months, Dark Hallis came in and played this tower. He said he really liked it, and that pushed me to finish this tower in a week. All the gameplay, all of the design, I'm fucking retarded, everything. But yeah, I'm glad I finished this because this is just super nice for a revamp. I think it's a lot better. It does what Tojo does, but you know, changes it up a bit, you know? There's still like a lot of references, just, you know. Thanks Roblox for not loading the font, but this is a really cool mechanic. Done with such simple client objects. But, as you can see, floor 6 is split off into 3 or 4 sections. Except this time it's not classic purist and... was it classic and purist? Classic... no, it was purist, classic, and then modernism. And then it was a mix. But that was really never that cool of a concept, so I just did random shit with whatever I wanted to do. Like, this one has a gimmick, just avoid force-filled parts. But anyways, we're on 7 now. I do want to mention that a lot of the songs are the same as Todosi, except this one, because the review mentioned that I should change the song, but Elephantine's a fucking banger of a song, so it doesn't really matter. Because I absolutely love the fucking song, and it more than definitely fits this tower. More specifically, this floor. I love that spotlight mechanic. It took me a little while to make, but it's such a nice contraption for how limited I feel with the kit. Speaking of design, as far as I can see, there's like a lot of carpet design, which I don't really try anymore because I want to do something new each time. But I guess carpet design is always nice to have in some cases. You can, it's done a lot, and I can't really hate on it because it's good at making things less empty. Oh, yeah. I imported this from the classic Tojo. Junong hates that, and it's funny as fuck. And this is a reference to Tojo Seafloor, right? Where you have to go around. Except this time you actually have to go around. You can't just fucking do a JHT level strategy for that. But yeah, I love the atmosphere of the second half. It's just really nice. Something about it. I need to remember things more correctly because I thought the Tojo acronym was still in the frame, but it's not. Yeah, you gotta no jump here. Now here's a mechanic that was gonna go on 7, but I forgot that it existed, so. But this just expands more on it a bit, rather than just a singular turn. What the fuck? Alright then. There was gonna be a different mechanic, which I will edit onto the video, because I have a picture of the idea I had in mind, but that's fine. Anyways, just like floor 9 of the classic, this is timed, but it's not split into 4 sections because that's kind of cringe. I've already done it on 6, I'm not going to do it again. Oh yeah, may I mention to you that I did make the last 3 floors in a single night because of the immense motivation I had. It's insane. It's before I built joke towers like TOTLF, so that was really impressive for me. Such an accomplishment, such a feat. I think it'd still be considered one to many people because it's difficult for one to even finish a singular floor. So, but yeah, we're already near the end of the tower here. And as you can, I am so good. I'm into my game. Here's a reference to Chloe's floor 10 with this structure and then a kill break. And then you end in the same spot as Tojo-Z. And that's the end of the tower. You get a nice, beautiful view and a rest area you cannot fucking fall on unless you're somehow a massive dumbass. But there's also previous pictures of the tower. There was originally a 80+ picture gallery of this tower, but Roblox decided to be not so nice and delete like majority of the pictures. So that's gone now. There's also a list featuring many people that really helped me when it came to tower building, and sometimes I think I'll just list what one of these people have done. Like Flaw is the person who helped me start tower building in general. He was there. He introduced me to JTO and tower building and stuff. He helped a lot with Tojo Classic, and I'm really proud of it. Fren, honestly, is a really nice builder. He is the one who helped me figure out my building style, especially on things like Tower of Perplexity tabulation. That was experimenting with my gameplay style, and I did inspire off Cruel Punishment for that. And it's surprising because it's not really similar to Cruel Punishment. Let me just sit down my headphones. That is choking me. Template has given me feedback on a lot of my towers, like TOCL and stuff, and Tojo. He's helped me balance out Tojo a lot. I think Janton30 is a really cool dude. He's also helped play through a few of my towers, and overall, cool homie. Franjin's also a very nice builder and helped me figure out a lot of things. I loved Augmented Misery, and that's also part of what helped me find my style. I think Karanku is... I used to idolize him so much. I used to be a fan of his towers. I still am. I just love things like TO AAA. It's just so good. But orienting oscillating opinions was just so influential for me. I did have that style where everything was smooth. What the but yeah, he helped me a lot. I think Blockman was a nice guy as well. He's been there since I started Tojo and a project before that. Psychotic did help quite a lot with Tojo because or should I say Spryvy? Spryvy did help me a lot with Tojo development, especially when it got its first review and I was implementing all the suggestions because there was a lot. Ilu is mainly the one who helped me get out of that small hole I was in back in late November when I canceled Tojo because of the bad criticism I got. What the fuck is he doing? Junong is also one who helped me a lot with Tojo, and he honestly carried the classic. Marcel is also really nice. I got mixed up with when he became trans as a prank, but he's been there for when I first started tower building. I don't know where he is now. I hope I can get back into contact with him someday because he deleted his Discord account. Dark Halisk is the one who helped me continue Tojo back up because he played through it and said he really liked it. Zach also really helped Tojo because I had a long talk with him regarding tower building, and that was also part of the motivation boost I got to finish. Legends also has been there a lot. I remember talking to him a lot when I was still decent at tower building. He helped with shit like perplexity, tabulation, and gliding help because that is one of my best towers. JJ's also a true homie. He's really cool. He really likes a lot of my towers, and glad he's there. But yeah, this tower is just goddamn. Anyways, next on TOCL. Okay, TOCL, my second ever tower, right behind Tojo. This was also my first attempt at a Pyrrhus tower and a soul crushing tower, which was surprising because I genuinely think I was like intense skill level when I first made this. So I think it really isn't bad of an attempt at all. So yeah, it's gone through a lot, but this version is quite different from when it was first made because yeah, I don't have a lot to say, honestly. It's just a lot different. I think it's common sense. Anyways, let's get into it. So, as the name may suggest, this tower is the official sequel to Cataclysmic Layers. And it is on the brim between terrifying and catastrophic, which worked out in ATOS because if it failed terrifying pulls, then it can shoot for catastrophic, just so it can have it can have like 2 chances in the game. But I honestly think that this tower has aged a bit because a lot of the gameplay wasn't really revamped. Like, this tower just wasn't revamped in general, it was only improved. So this tower has unfortunately aged a lot, but I think for what I did, it really still maintains the feel it had back in 2020. And it was definitely a lot longer before, but it's definitely a hell of a lot shorter now. So, as you can see, a lot of the gameplay is wraparounds with a bit of trusses and walkarounds and low ceiling shit thrown into the mix. Can I do this? I am fucking horrible. Yeah, guys, person who did TOCP in 2 attempts right here. There. But there's a lot of beams because the issue with the old version of this was that it had a lot of camera panning and just blind jumps in general. But this is definitely a lot better and really fun. There are like 3 victors this time, I'm pretty sure. Maybe 5. I need to see the recordings first before believing them. But yeah, I remember this part here was replaced twice. The old part was a character lodge. Oh, you found me. And that I just got rid of that because it was too inconsistent after physics updates. Anyways, we're now on 3. Cool beam. Yeah, this tower was originally also a very claustrophobic, but it's really opened up now. And I'm kind of happy I managed to pull that off. Okay, I'm just garbage. Not to mention, I also love this design. It's just so good. Oh yeah, filler mechanic. I was trying to get a gameplay star, and I had to put shit like that in. So, but I don't mind, I guess. People scream TOCR every time. I don't know why that that 3-step walk is so fucking consistent. I just don't get how it's so swift to pull off. Here's another wall hop, because those are always fun. If I cannot be horrible. There we go. Got a cool jump here. Some of the first of advanced trust tech that I use in my towers. So basically, for this hologram... Okay, how the fuck? You want to go up before jumping. That gives you more height but less speed, and it's definitely necessary for that jump. As you can tell, this tower is definitely a lot more balanced as compared to older versions such as the 2021, and as well as back when it was first in development. I'm so good. I honestly still don't think this tower's that bad. Like, it was made in 2020, and a lot of the gameplay is old, so I can't really put the blame on... I don't know why that needs to be explained. I mean, people are gonna learn how to do that. Nobody's gonna be fucking sight-reading this. It's 5 now. I am so good. These walkarounds never changed, which I'm kind of surprised. Some of the old jumps in here that were kept. Quite shocking. Yeah. Please let me. I did it. That feels like filler though, not gonna lie. How the hell did I not jump? Yeah. When it comes to the design of this, I fucking love how this tower is designed. Because it's a lot of like structures. It's not just, ooh, carpet design and that's all. No, this has variety in design. Like, I think taking one glance at the interior says enough about it. Because, holy shit, this just looks really good. And the atmosphere of it. It really works out well. Hey, here's a fun little jank section. It's not too jank. It's nice to have sections in your towers that aren't too jank for a short moment. But nice little bottom flick. This was back in, the updated version was back in around late 2021, so... that was when I just finished Tojo War. Ironically, the timing is comical enough. Because, I made TOCL right after I finished Tojo Classic. And here, I just, during the time period of when this was made, I actually just finished Tojo. Actually, no, that was when I was still being motivated. Okay, that would have been a pure coincidence, though. Please. Thank you. Filler. Oh my god. Stop with your filler, dude. We're on 7 now. Trust-based floor. Ooh, this floor used to be high fucking nil. Dude. Dude, I cannot obby today for the love of God. What was it? Did I just stand? Okay then. Interesting enough. I want to be careful here. Nice. Anyways, yeah, I think this does keep a good balance between purism, or no, wraps and shit. Trusses, head hitters, other obbying techniques that don't require client objects. It's just fucking long. Okay, we're on 8 now. This used to be 2, 3 set of walk rounds. So how does this feel so fluid? Like you can just speedrun this. I guess. I do actually have old development pictures of TOCL back when I was first making it in 2020. And it's quite interesting to see the comparison. Oh yeah, it was there was, how the fuck? There was a some edgy text here, but that was taken out. I remember this net was extremely fucking difficult, but I nerfed it after various complaints. Because oh my god, this section was just ass in difficulty. We're on 9 now. Definitely one of the nicer sections of the tower. Old floor 9 was so horrid, I don't know how it passed in JTO. because this tower was already bad enough at the time. Just the standards. I don't get the standards because shit like this passed. But this floor is definitely a lot better and a lot shorter. Anyways, you're on 410. Woohoo, atmospheric. Fog is gone, so you can see all the way down. So your fall is worse. Your demise is even more painful, watching all the progress you made disappear just like that. Very unforgiving, definitely. And this outside used to be hard. And like, I don't know when it was, but I think it was before, it was around when TOPT was in development. I made it to like a slight improvement, and then I was getting ready to submit it to ATOS, I think? I don't remember. I was working on it still, I guess. And then around that time frame it got reviewed in JTO. Then I like damn Jom. And that's what helped me balance out the majority of the tower. Anyways, another jank part, but not too jank, because jank on the outside, fuck off. Final jump, woohoo. Way easy. This last part looks a lot better. It's just very atmospheric, as this entire tower is. I think this means end. I need to contact whoever made this. I think, Xernox made it, but... oh yeah, it was definitely Xernox. But yeah, got a .05 set wind pad. I totally hit it. I more than definitely hit that. But this tower really isn't bad. I still like it a lot. I just don't see it as good as my other towers because I just touched up the gameplay instead of actually, you know, revamping it entirely. I did actually plan to revamp it back in like June 2021 or 2020, I think. What was it? Hold on, let me check Desert's DMs. No, February 2021. Yeah. Yeah, well, glad I never followed along with the revamp because the revamp was like so cramped and rap spammy. But anyways, next up, TOPT. TOPT. Tower that was over a year ago already. It's been a while since I've visited this tower, so it's a decent blind experience for me, but I still remember a lot of it. Hang on, I'm getting a bunch of DMs. But this tower was what I mentioned in Tojo, an experiment of my gameplay style. And this actually did pass in JTO first try. But the tower was really disrespected in the community, so I just got rid of it from the whitelist, along with all my other towers. Some people complain about the spinner usage, but it really isn't bad. There's just one there. Let me move. Shit, hold on, gotta be right back. Okay, I'm back. But anyways, yeah, this is one of my only attempts at easy gameplay because I'm more of a soul-crushing gameplay person. But yeah, as my other towers are, this gameplay is sort of minimal. But I tried to make it a bit short, not too long. This is around 7 minutes at most. Or at the very least, because I did beat this in a particularly quick amount of time. But like, there are shortcuts. There are a lot of shortcuts on the first half because I know that some of the higher skill players would not like this easier set of floors. So I just smacked a bunch of skips so that this first half can be done in around 3 or so minutes. But yeah, we're already on 3, and here's a small jank section that people somehow really like for no reason at all. I love the music. Is it even on? Okay, it's not. I just don't want the music to be on. How do I use that spinner? You got a one-time. There was a section there similar to one of Toso's spinners, but yeah, you got a bunch of obstacles here and funny right push box mechanic. Now, some people don't really see this as accurate, but I think it's definitely a lot more accurate and consistent than most difficulty chart towers, especially TODCR, because TODCR is just insanely horrid, especially in its difficulty accuracy. So, unlike TODCR, I added the net on floor 8 instead, so I could actually have SE gameplay for that, like accurate to its difficulty. Although, I think floor 10 is a bit easier, but I see that as fair because there are going to be people who are at extreme skill level playing this, and I can't expect them to do counter gameplay. Yeah, we're kind of nearing the end of the floor here. Just shovel and then netted section. That's kind of how this first half always is. It provides a lot of nets, basically. And forgiveness, basically. I said basically twice. I need to work on my fucking speech abilities. Here's a cool mechanic that was in my long lost DCO. Not even long lost, I just didn't want to release it because it was ass. Anyways, floor 5. Hopefully that's not too confusing. Avoid button, or else you fall. I think this had no net before, but actually no, that was when this mechanic was first made. But this section's very easy. Oh yeah, here's a funny little reference to TODCR here. Me and Legends kind of. Actually, I put this part here when I was building the tower, just to mock TODCR because TODCR was just so bad, and the fact that this ended up being so much better, despite being made in 3 days by 2 verifieds, which is funny. It's a nice little thing that you don't really notice until you actually look into it. Oh yeah, I made this floor when I was sleep deprived. It was pretty funny. Also another reference here, especially this, and it's really neat. Anyways, we're on 6 now. 10th floor, black floor. This is one of the worst floors of the tower. Even Legends agrees because it could have been done better, and it's just long. Although there's shortcuts to make up for that, so no, I don't want to fall. But shit like this could have just been scrapped, like that button backtrack, because you're just doing the same obstacles but backwards. So definitely could have just gotten rid of that, because that would have saved a lot of time. Backtrack, it tells you which ones you've done, so that's pretty cool. I'm really glad I tried to make this tower. The backstory of this was, I asked another, here, I can just dig up the exact words for this. Let me just do this button challenge first. I think I could just dig up the messages, hold on. Stream PC. Actually, I'm on fucking streamer mode, so I can just display it after digging up an image of it on the video. Where the hell am I going? Anyways, now that we've done that, we gotta do 4 small trials, which are particularly short and aren't anything difficult at all. There are actually, never mind, there are streetlights here. I was gonna say they were removed, but they're still here. I think they had light beams before, so they are removed because they really cut off into the obstacles. Okay, anyways, we are now on floor 7. Remorseless. The sign at the start of the floor was actually intense before, but I moved it to random because it made much more sense. Jesus Christ, I had high security for that one. Maximum security prison just to ensure the player doesn't walk off. God. This floor was actually one of the first made floors of the tower, if I recall correctly. And it used to be a lot more granite heavy than usual. But it's definitely better now. Yeah, this had a lot of granite design, but I was still trying to find my style. I still love granite design. I actually do a bit of it in my new Joke Citadel I'm making. You can see in my previous stream, I've done quite a bit of granite designing. But yeah, we are now about to hit the SC floors after 2 shadow platforms. Up, down SC floors, and you have a lantern with you that I might allow the player to use in ATOS if this ever gets in. Kind of hoping it gets into Ring 8 because this tower's a fucking banger. We'll see. Anyways, after getting that button, you backtrack here into this little structure, get this button. Now you go over here, this long jump. Oh yeah, somebody thought that this conveyor jump was super difficult for some reason. Even though it's the easiest shit in the world. Why did I rush that? That jump was a lot more annoying to do than before. It was originally... That truss was tilted, so you had to hold space. And that kind of fucked up your positioning. But that's definitely a lot better now. This tower had some... It was a bit weird when it was first reviewed. I was pissed with the outcome of the review, but... it's better now because... I got it up to a 30, so that's good enough for me. I might improve this tower for extreme falls when they do happen for ATOS Ring 8, but I don't know what I can really improve. Maybe redo some parts, maybe revamp a bit of Intense, or maybe have Legends do that, because that floor is just weird. Yeah, this floor is very structural, and now we're on Terrifying. Don't try to cheese. It's not gonna end well for you. May I say that this tower has some of my most favorite songs. This one's Ultimate Koopa, and that's just such a sick song to me. As mentioned, this gameplay is also really good. It's very trust-based, just like TODCR, so it's like a distinct reference. I forgot. I am so good. I actually remember being on vacation while TOPT was being reviewed by a different person, like a second review, and that's when it got its 30. That was around July, so like almost a year ago since this tower got 30 out of 30. Let me check actually. That was around... no, it's been over a year. It's been 5 days since... It's been a year since this got a 30 out of 30. Like, oh yeah, me and Legends made a name for this truss for no reason at all. It's called the Sexual Harassment Truss. I don't know why we called it that, but it's a truss. Yeah, do not jump on that early, ever, if you're here legit. I'd love to not be bad. Oh yeah, this tower did used to have a secret ending being worked on, but it wasn't that cool, so I got rid of it. You have to find like 10 buttons, drop down to floor 1, and then you have to do a super buff version of the tower, where Terrifying was like... Terrifying and Catastrophic was high cata. I should have just made it so you have to do the unearthed version of this. It was literally horrific. This is like filler. No, that doesn't need to be explained that much. I just love this song. I did once originally use Ultimate Koopa for floor 10, but Legends said that Matricide was more of a finale, so I stuck with it and I'm happy I did, because this song is just badass. We're now nearing the end. I don't know how I feel much. Oh yeah, and I really rushed this floor because originally we were building the easier floors first, but the SE floors were harder to make for some reason, so we just got that out of the way since it was only 3 floors. That used to be a 3-sided walk around. That was changed. That's a tribute to my DCO. That was the final round of Extreme, except a lot harder. And then the final jump. Oh wait. I really love this tower, honestly. It's super good. Oh yeah, the frames, the difficulty chart, literally. But this is very, very solid for 3 days. Like, that was the quickest I made a tower. At the time, at least. But glad how this turned out. I might improve the lighting of this tower eventually. Improve the atmosphere and maybe some parts of the gameplay that could use an improvement, but for now, I will cherish this tower for a very long time. Alright. Tower of the Fog. The very first of my joke towers. I made this back around early to mid-February, and I remember it just when I first made it. I made this tower in approximately 5 hours and did not intend for it to be good at all, but it's here now. So, as you can guess, this tower was made based off of a joke post from someone online. And I will end it on the video, as you can see here. This tower is extremely short, and was actually meant to mock a lot of the modern things that, or a lot of the things that modern towers follow nowadays. And there are a lot of things that it was meant to mock, like such as well-designed, tower being extremely short, although that's nothing bad. Client objects being indicative of a certain surface, no matter which CO it is. What else? Oh yeah, tower having a transparent frame, a giant spinner in the middle, final outside, and such. And people actually ended up liking it. I don't know how, but well, I guess I'll take it because it led to something you will see near the end of the video. Okay, really. So this did get a gameplay star and design star, ironically, in ATOS. I guess it's fair enough, given as they thought that. Okay, my mom was calling me. Okay, sorry about that. Anyways, we're on 5 now. As you can see, this tower is extremely short, as are my other towers as well. This tower is very atmospheric, and its gameplay is kind of nice, actually, I will admit. It is the first of my joke towers, so can't expect much out of it. But I'm gonna clarify this. A joke tower, for me, is when I don't try to make a tower good at all, and I have no intentions of making it even remotely good. So, that's what I consider a joke tower. Which I guess I might have to change the term, but I can't really find good words for it because you have shit like my Citadel I'm making that just has so much dumb shit to it. And it would feel kind of weird if shit like this and my other towers were placed in the same category as that. But yeah, this is like low extreme, but could be baseline. And because of that, it does have a slightly higher difficulty when it comes to having a raw difficulty. But we're on 8 now, very short. I am so good. Okay, now 9. And there's, well, teleporters throughout the tower, because that's nice, I guess. I don't really have much to say as much as the previous 3 towers, because those just had so much story behind them, while these towers I just made them in a day, and that's all. Just moved on. Oh yeah, and another thing from modern towers that this tries to mock, indicating what floor it is with a number. Guess it isn't too bad of a thing, because sometimes it can help you actually know what floor you're on if the tower has I can't fucking talk. Undistinguishable colors. Like, you just can't tell them apart. Yeah, sorry, I cannot speak clearly, ever if you can tell. I'm like literally straining my voice to speak clear right now. Am I made anything? Let me just finish this tower real quick. Yeah, this is the final outside, very easy, very short, but yeah. This tower is pretty good, at the very most. I wouldn't say it's amazing or anything influential, but for the first of my joke towers and for how fast I built it, despite being used to taking my time, this isn't bad. Tremendous little flicker, oh boy, this is a crazy one. So, I made this tower entirely on stream, and it originally had a gradient, but I changed it to random colors because these look better. But this was second tower, second joke. I'm stupid. Second joke tower. Right, as I did for Tower of the Fog, I made. Okay, I'm gonna screenshot that. That is a funny notification I will send later. But I made this right after Tower of the Fog. I don't know when this took place. I don't remember, but it was a few months back. There was the tower info signs that I didn't care enough to read because I don't record me entering the portal, which I probably should have, honestly, but it's whatever. This tower is also very short, as I'm used to this style. Why did I jump? But this is just, I didn't worry about this being good at all, but this did eventually get a gameplay star. This did. Actually, no, this, dude, can I fucking head it? I went from, like, what score did this get originally? Hold on. I can't switch it up because streamer mode. But I think, I don't know what it got. I am being called again. Okay, sorry about that, I am back. Anyways, yeah, I don't remember, don't exactly remember when this, or what score this tower got, but it did fail on the first review, but then on the score update it got a gameplay star, so that's pretty rad, I guess. I should have gotten a design, so then all my towers had a design star, but it's nothing special. This tower's nothing significant or influential, but what's coming next may make this tower's appearance seem significant because this tower is what brought it. Yeah, cool little spinner there. It used to be one set of gaps. Don't go without me. Nice usage of COs. Simple usage, and you have to climb at a very specific time on this. Yeah, this tower is very short. This is like 7, yeah, because fucking Ernesto de la Cruz is on here. I got so annoyed when people just complain about this jump. I just put a sign there explaining how to do it in all caps. But that jump on 7 is what made something not like the tower, but like people suck ass. So like, I don't really care about those people's opinions because they're just, oh my god, this jump is hard. No, you're just retarded. We're on 8 now. Very short, and it's very fun to speedrun, I will say. How did I fill it? No, that's 9. I'm a fucking idiot. little conveyors there. Then I had to extend it like about 3 jumps. All in all, it isn't bad for a speed build, especially compared to what some people are able to make with over 3 months to work with. Overall, yeah, it's not bad of a tower at all. I won't say that. Genuinely one of my most favorite towers of all time. This is the official sequel to Tremendous Little Flicker, and it is genuinely so fun and just good. Just like Tremendous Little Flicker, this was made in a day, and the gameplay flows very well. On review 1, it did get a gameplay star and design star, so that's honestly really awesome. And this was like low kata unnerfed and definitely a lot less consistent. But I know 2 people who are grinding this tower just because it's baseline terrifying. So it's like definitely a good example of terrifying gameplay. This is very short, just like its predecessor, and with that, its difficulties also significantly higher when you look at the raw difficulty of this. Not significantly higher, but enough to keep a good balance between the length and the difficulty. But yeah, we're already on 4, so this could definitely be considered shorter than Tremendous Little Flicker in some ways, I guess. But wins would definitely be longer on this, because some people would take their time on this. The atmosphere of this tower, though, is something I just love. It's all Celeste music, and it fits very well for the atmosphere because the fog and the outdoor ambience, however you want to say it, and let's say color shift bottom, it transitions so well. It's just nice. With the lights too, it's God, I fucking love this. This has to be one of my favorite atmospheres. No bias either. A lot of people love the atmosphere in this tower. It's just very good. Might go off that timer a bit because it's really lenient, but we'll see. Anyways, the mirror mechanic comes in here. Used for a very short amount of time. Very nice mechanic though, and it's definitely very creative. Not much to say really. It's just that this gameplay is very good. It's nice. Okay, really. The color transition here is so nice. But nice little mechanic there, utilizing teleporters, because this tower's main mechanic is usually those. Like, you can just see the atmosphere change. And this one's a bit weird. I might change this jump if I ever work on this tower again, because that is just odd. Buttons there. Final floor. I just love this tower for what it is, because this is a sequel to a tower that's bright and cheerful and just happy, but this tower is just, it's faded out, it's dark, the music's like not really cheerful or energetic, and overall just, it's really good at imitating the opposite of what Tremendous Little Flicker does. Oh yeah, this spinner just completely fucking kills you. So that's funny. Yeah, anyways, next tower. This is probably my best tower, and if not, definitely one of the best. This is an official sequel to Tower of the Fog and was made in approximately 3 days total, including designing and editing and such. I love this tower. Everything about it I genuinely just love, and I have actually beaten this myself, and it's surprising given its peak catastrophic. And I can have a say in this because of playing it legit. It is extremely fun. Now, this is around 5 to 6 minutes. It's slightly longer than Fog, but nonetheless, it is still very short. Anyways, this tower does have an actual backstory, so I will read through this. If you want to skip this, then seek ahead. I don't know. Long ago, rumors spread about an ever-growing deadly mist. It was trashed as a joke, laughed upon by society. This became no laughing matter when it arrived in 2027. The fog eradicated billions, leaving very few alive. There was no way to survive. The world's last few hundred humans came together and combined their intelligence. A machine was generated that... Fuck. I'm so good. A machine was created that generated a force field to keep the humans safe. This machine generally needed more expensive resources to grow its radius. It functioned well until the machine broke down. It struggled to keep itself together. Oh yeah, fun fact, you can GBJ yourself here if you're dumb enough to try to walk into there. The few hundred humans discovered refuge in a large cave, awaiting the end of their lives. However, their only chance is the machine. Out of everyone, only you have such bravery to go and fix it. They're counting on you. And it looks extremely good when you look up. There's also double jump in this tower, so I will turn this up for the sake of being able to see, because I know some people definitely have their monitors and brightness set to way lower than I do. But yeah, this uses double jump blocks quite a bit. I am so good. This is definitely longer than the fog, I can guarantee. But every jump here has its own... Pretty much every obstacle here has its own unique thing. Definitely just like its predecessor. Its predecessor is good, but this is even better. People actually want me to revamp the fog, but I think I'm going to leave it as it is. The most I could do is overhaul the design. What am I doing? Yeah, as you can see, this has some very basic but creative uses of double jump blocks. And now we're on 3. Yeah, this tower actually does have a safety net halfway through, but in trade of slightly higher difficulty. And since we don't want it to be too free, I had a friend, aka Cubicle, you're fucking fat, he made it so if you fall 3 times, that safety net deactivates, and it can be restored if you get back up. So that's pretty cool. It's really cool. This is the hardest tower in Atos, at least whitelisted, and if this gets into Ring 8, I will not describe how happy I would be, because this tower is just generally so good, and I am more than definitely one in. Here's a wall hop referencing Tower of the Fog. You have to time that really carefully. You don't lose too much out of it, so that's good. Just gotta do 2 jumps to recover. This jump is very scary, but you just have to curve out and... I might micro nerf this, because this jump is just still stupid hard. I'm not skipping it. I am definitely not skipping this, but like, holy shit, this jump is like always hard. This mechanic is like really scary to pull off, because what if you don't hit the button? Something like that could happen. I've never failed this, luckily, in a legit run. But this tower's atmosphere just complements everything design, gameplay, the music. Got a button below, just like TOTF. And now you're on 5 outside. I had to hard nerf this jump because there was practically no extension there before, so it was a lot harder. Just take a look at this and you cannot look at this and tell me that this atmosphere is literally so good. I pretty much landed that. Just imagine landing at that. You're on that now? Don't roll thrice. You got times. What the fuck? Okay, pretend I wrapped around this block. Now you're on that. And the song for this for the most of this second half, I am in love. I just love the song for this. It's so good. It's like tense. And the player's just gonna be so afraid to fall 3 times and have to do all that again. This tower, I just put the safety in it because I don't want people to consider it unenjoyable. Sure, it's my tower and I can do what I want, but I also care about what other people think because I am very open-minded to what others think about my towers. I am retarded. I am retarded again. Winner. We're on 7 now. This jump used to be super difficult, but definitely a lot easier now. Okay, someone really just joined just to leave within a minute. Got a little jank section here. Not too difficult, because it's jank. I don't want it to be difficult. We're on 8 now. Cool mechanic there. Just the trust bounce. This jump here is extremely scary, because like, you basically go back to 6 if you fail that, but holy shit, this jump is fucking frightening as hell. Basically do like that. Okay, did I not publish the game? Because this jump has another layer at the bottom. Why did I even keep this stuff? Because okay, that's fine. But still. We are now on 9, and this is where the final song begins. With this tower's predecessor using entirely World of You songs, this tower uses Nikki songs suggested by Toast, I'm pretty sure. And I just digged a couple songs off the playlist of the OST, and it worked super well. Because, oh my god, this is just... These selections are just some of the best I've done in the tower. Guaranteed. I should make this jump less awkward there, but it's whatever. If I cannot be retarded for 1 minute, that'd be nice. But yeah, final floor, it gets real stressful here. Especially with the music. I think this tower is a lot better than the fog in every way, because this just gives like a deserted feel, like everything's abandoned, everything's dead. It's a lot tougher version of the fog. It's more of a challenge, and it's definitely a lot better with its atmosphere, design, and feels. And now this jump is an asshole. I need to change this jump, because corner wedges are super fucking annoying to work with. As you can see, I'm failing this jump numerous times. It's either the jump that's stupid, or I'm just bad. God, finally. I can't wait at that. And now the final outside. Did I just immediately fail? You can definitely see the resemblance here. I did actually make this on a time limit. I mean, with I didn't want to really build with all my friends' help because I'm not entirely comfortable when it comes to that shit. Just I get used to building my friend and then I just don't know what to do about them because I don't have anyone to share my thoughts with. But I'm gonna change this part to where you actually have to physically get to the machine. This is the machine, and let's skip to the end if you don't want me to read this. You did it! Despite all the tough obstacles on your way to the machine, you managed to fix it and save the world's last humans from the fog. Soon enough, society and humanity will be restored to working order. Unfortunately, what has been lost cannot be recovered, and that is the lives of billions. The substantial damage caused by the fog will not be forgotten. We can only look forward and slowly repair the world. We can only be glad we have survived against an overwhelming natural force. Your bravery will not go without benefits. Earth's remaining humans thank you for your efforts to save them all. Not to mention, Earth is now safe from extraterrestrial forces and outer space objects such as asteroids. Sit back and take a rest. Good game. This tower has a lot of story behind it, and I am just so immensely proud of what I've managed to make, all evolving from just one stupid gray joke tower. And I am happy I've made this. Now, here's the tower that wasn't made too long ago, and actually did pass an ATOS with 3 stars. And I actually did want to take a new approach in tower development and build some easier gameplay for once, so this was rather an experiment with just to see how I would do with easier gameplay. And I think it worked out super well. Let's get into it. So this tower is meant to be super relaxing and just nice to play through, just peaceful, hence the name. It stands for Tranquil Journeys, and this tower uses all Windows 96 music, just because I've been listening to them a lot, and it's just like I like how their songs are. Now, as you can see, this tower mostly has a lot of rotation and just gameplay that flows super well. And my friend did make sure it was possible to do without shift lock, and as you can see, there's not really carpet design, because you can see how much I have drifted out of that as compared to my past towers. We made this in around 3 days total. I've been taking my time building this, been taking breaks instead of just, oh, let's pick a tower in one day, because I just forgot how tiring it was to just force myself. But yeah, this mindset's a lot better. Anyways, you got a cool custom client object here. Jump trigger beat blocks. They are used in very simple ways because this is a hard difficulty tower, but I definitely would have had more advanced uses. The gameplay is very nice. Just the songs flow really well with the gameplay, and the atmosphere is just super good. Now, if you do end up having time, I do recommend taking a listen to this tower songs and just my tower songs in general, because some are just really nice, especially Tojo and TOEO. I will link the tower's places in the description along with the timestamps, so YouTube actually shows it up. I am retarded. But yeah, you got a little safety net here because those are nice to have, and I want to have very slightly more difficult gameplay. Highlights are fucking broken. I'm gonna go back and fix that one day. Get down here. And go here. This floor actually took quite a while to make, but because I was mostly busy most of the time. But hey, no matter what, this floor is still super nice. Got a cool mechanic here. Yeah, and for this floor, you have 3 jumps only. very nice mechanic. This is basically a no jump lure except for 3 jumps, which in this case, 2 of them you don't have to use or jump on. So, my original idea for this floor was to be able to use your jump on certain jumps, just like choose wisely kind of thing, if that makes sense. Yeah, anyways, you're on floor 9 now. Just nice little truss mechanic that's super easy to set up and should not be difficult for a beginner at all. And then you read the button here. And then you have another safety net. And then you have these letters on a frame in Korean that stands for peace. Speed pads here. Jump pad. This is a cool mechanic. Don't leave without me, please. One morpher. And then you basically beat the tower. I really love how this tower is. It's just so nice, and I think I definitely did good for my second attempt at beginner gameplay. I never put a lighting preset on. Imagine you can see. But yeah, I can't really say a lot about this tower since it was recently made and I don't have a story behind it like Tojo or TOCL. Now, before I end the video with my outro, I do want to show you guys something. Some of you that aren't really within the ATOS community or my friend group. So, since I've seen so many people liking TOPCS, I am actually making a catastrophic sequel, which is soon to be made in the near future when my Citadel's finished, probably. Now, I have made a few things so far, but here's the main mechanic I know I will be using. It is a dash mechanic like in Celeste. So since TOPCS had Celeste music, this will have Celeste mechanics. And this also actually has Celeste songs too, so yeah, go look up these song names and listen to them because they are fucking sick. But, so far, the art punch mechanics, I will definitely use them in tower. Like that, for example, or possibly this. Imagine I jumped. Just some nice little tower dev, because I never really do that in videos. It's just some advanced usages of them that should hopefully raise the tower's difficulty a bit. There's going to be a little teleporter down here, and this teleports you up here. These are just regular jumps, no dash. The dash is granted through a pad, so you can't really cheese anything, or like make the tower like mid-effortless because you can just dash to save yourself if you fall. So I am taking good measures. Can I fucking do this? Why is this mechanic so hard for me to do? Where? This jump. Haven't seen this before. Definitely gotta fix that flat side. Sledge grab. There. But yeah, here's a full view of the frame. Definitely reminiscent to TOPCS and TOTLF, but it's really good. It's really cool to know that all of this evolved from just a simple bright colored bright and happy tower. Now that's really all I can say about my towers. Since I made my scrapped tower hub video, I wanted to make one with my finished towers. So if you sat down all the way and watched all of this, I really thank you for taking time out of your day to watch this, because I generally just love talking about the past of my towers and everything, and just going through everything, looking back, and it's just so nice. I really enjoy just commentating about my towers. I should probably do more videos, but I just been so demotivated to upload because, like, I have had no reason to upload, and not many people watch my videos, so to the very few that do end up watching this video, thank you so much. There are a lot of people that have gotten me to this point in tower building, and I'm really glad, because I don't think I would have been here without any of you guys, and I will continue to evolve in tower building. I will continue to push out things that nobody has seen before, and a lot of unique contraptions and mechanics, but that is for another time. So, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.